G'day guys, and welcome to video 2 in the series. Today I'm riding on the Gillies range that goes down towards Cairns from where I live up in the Tablelands. Yesterday I went down to Cairns the other way, down the Coranda range, and I did this awesome vlog which was going to be video 2, and I made a rookie mistake with regard to the GoPro. Apparently if you leave the GoPro in voice mode when you're videoing, it'll just turn on and off at leisure. So I made this awesome video, and when I got home and checked out the footage on the camera, on the computer, the camera had turned on and off at leisure, and I'd lost a heap of footage. So anyway, at first I thought, oh no, that's a bit of bad news. But here I am the next day on the other range, having a beautiful ride, coming out here with you guys. And so, yeah, turned out to be good news. Oh, and what a beautiful day it is. We've just had a week of rain, which we really needed because the place is really dry at the moment, and so we got stacks of rain, and now it's beautiful blue skies, and we get to go out and ride again. One of the things I was talking about when I was riding yesterday, making the vlog, is I was talking about this new bike, the FJR 1300, and I was saying a few years ago, well maybe more like 10 years ago, I had a Kawasaki ZZR 1100, and man, I love that bike. And it had it was the old Carby model, and it had 150 horsepower. And that thing used to go, man. And it also had chain drive, whereas the FJ has got shaft drive. Now the shaft drive, the ZZR, what did I say, the ZZR had around the 140, 150 horsepower, and that's basically what the FJ's got. But I reckon the ZZR was a bit more aggressive in the power delivery, maybe because it was chain drive, maybe because it was carby, I don't know. I think it was a bit more aggressive, maybe a little bit more spirited in its power delivery, whereas the FJ is just smooth as butter. But don't get me wrong, you get this baby on a straight and give it the beans and it'll get up and boogie. Oh man, this range is awesome. So we're pretty lucky where I live in this part of Australia. There's two. There's the Gillies range that goes down to Cairns, the Coranda range that goes down to Cairns. Go a little bit further north and there's the Rex range, which you go down to Port Douglas. Another thing I was talking about yesterday was what's one of the reasons why I love riding so much. Why has getting a bike again made me so happy? And man, it's made me happy. I think one of the reasons is, the thing with biking is, motorcycling is, if you have a bad day or a bad week, or even if you have an awesome week, at the end of the week, jump on your bike, go for a ride, cruise around, all the stress and stuff from all the grown-up stuff that we have to deal with, like mortgages and rent and raising kids and stuff, all that stress just melts away when you go for a nice ride. Another thing I love about motorcycling is the camaraderie that you and other bikers have. It doesn't matter if you're a newbie out on a an R3, one of those newbie bikes, or if you're 65 and cruising around on a bigger bike. It doesn't matter how old or who you are or where you come from. When you're out riding, there's a camaraderie, and all the bikers, they love to have a wave. And you know, when you pull up somewhere for fuel or pull up for lunch or something, everyone loves to have a chat, which is really cool for someone like me. I've always been pretty quiet and whenever I've had a bike, it just makes it easier to talk to people. You know, you'll just have people come up and want to have a chat to you, and it's amazing. There's people that you've never met before in your life. They'll come up and they'll just start talking, and they'll start telling you about their bike that they used to have or that they have right now, and some of their cool riding experiences. And yeah, so you end up having a chat to someone, and because of the way the times we live in, you can just swap names, and you can just swap names and search each other on Facebook, and suddenly you've got a new mate, someone to talk to, someone to have a look at your photos and videos when you post them and make comments. And so yeah, how cool is that? Man, I haven't ridden this Gillies range in so long. It is awesome. One of the things that really makes my day when I go for a ride is you'll be cruising along, just enjoying the day, and then someone will come past on a bike, someone will come towards you and give you the biggest wave or nod their helmet, and you just know on the inside on their helmet there's the biggest smile. Hey, how you going? You'll see guys on new R1s, new guys on dirt bikes, doesn't matter. You'll just be cruising along and they'll give you a big old wave and hey. Man, this ride is awesome. I'm so busy riding, I'm not talking to you guys. Oh, I was thinking about some of the things we could talk about and touch on with this series, and obviously, as I said in my introductory video, I talk about riding equipment, safety equipment, all that sort of stuff. I think another angle we can work is if you guys drop a comment on these videos and just maybe let me know, hey Trev, I'd love for you to talk about whatever, insurance on motorcycles. I recently had to insure this bike, so I can talk. I'm no insurance salesman, but I can tell you what it costs to get this bike insured. What are some of the hidden costs with motorcycling, so that when you do decide to get your bike, your first bike or your next bike, you know, maybe we can touch on a few things and you'll know exactly what you're up for, financially speaking. I made a pretty major decision a few months ago. It's a little bit over 3 years since Elise and I bought our house, and I had to sell my car when we bought the house just to get the deposit for the house and meet a few of the expenses. So anyway, long story short, I didn't have a car for the first 3 years of home ownership, so I was stuck at home. And yeah, so a couple of months ago I thought to myself, you know, Trev, you haven't got a car, you haven't got a bike, what do you need to do to break that cycle, I suppose. And so I ended up giving up the alcohol and the tobacco, and there's a heap of people out there going, oh, no way, no way. But yeah, I did it. I gave up the alcohol and tobacco, and the funds that I freed up from doing that has put me in a position where I could get finance for my bike. And here we are. Got my bike, got my new GoPro, and I even bought myself a new computer, and I got the I downloaded Filmora editing program. It's a newbie program, so it's pretty easy for people like me who are just beginning. And so yeah, that was the bonus of giving up the grog. Oh well, I guess the health benefits are pretty awesome too. It's win-win, because instead of having a stack of bourbons on a Saturday night and then feeling terrible on Sunday, I go to bed on a Saturday night knowing that when I get up in the morning on Sunday I can go for an awesome ride. Oh man, it's awesome. Win-win. Yeah, so like I say, cooking, woodwork, riding, talking about anything of interest.